أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد عليه أفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم أما بعد. Inshallah, today we will continue with the story of Surah Yusuf alayhi salam. And we talked last time how Allah Azza wa Jal has brought him out of prison into becoming Al-Aziz, the treasurer of Egypt, and for being patient and the ihsan and the good doers and the good doing that he did. No matter what, where he is, people still see him as a good doer, as a muhsin. And the reward of muhsin are great in Islam. Allah gives you knowledge. Allah gives you, help you, save you from calamities. Allah give you the position like Allah has given Yusuf alayhi salam by just being a good doer. And Allah inshallah will reward you and will reward everybody who is a good doer inshallah in this life and the hereafter. And Allah Azza wa Jal talks about all prophets as muhsineen, as good doers. Now, Allah Azza wa Jal, subhanAllah, when He says, talk about Yusuf alayhi salam, how Allah Azza wa Jal has given him the strength and the ability to roam the land freely and lead. And he is now the treasurer, and he's basically in charge of all this economy of Egypt. So basically, 7 years are going to be rain. He knew that. So he told people and he directed people how to plant, what to plant, and how to, collect the crops after they planted, and how they can preserve those crops. Just like he explained the events, explained the dream of the king. And now after 7 years of prosperity, now comes the 7 years of drought. Now the first year of drought, it didn't only hit Egypt, it hit almost this entire ancient world. It went all the way to Palestine, where his family, the father of Egypt, Yaqub alayhi salam, and his brothers lived. So now everybody in the land, so subhanallah, because of the righteousness of Egypt, of Yusuf alayhi salam, and because of no corruption, doing everything according to the teaching of Allah Azza wa Jal, and doing things correctly, he was able to save and preserve food for 7 years to come for the entire earth. I mean, for everybody on earth, for the entire nation, at that time. So everybody in the different parts of the world, they heard about this economy in Egypt, that there's food, even though there is drought and everybody is starving. They say you can go and get food from Egypt. So you give Egypt, you go buy food, and they will give you abundance in food. But even with that, Yusuf alayhi salam has a plan. When somebody comes in, for every household person in the house, he will give them enough food that can go on one horse, on one donkey. Every year you get 1 horse load of food per person per household. So now everybody will come. They will come with their horses, with the things to go and collect the food for their families. So here Allah Azza wa Jal skipped all of that, subhanallah, and gives us directly to the event. And the event is, now the brothers of Yusuf, Yaqub alayhi salam, sent them to go and collect their food, their portion of food, and they're going to trade. They pay money and they get the food. So وَجَاءَ إِخْوَةُ يُوسُفَ فَدَخَلُوا عَلَيْهِ. The brothers of Yusuf came, and they came, and then he saw them and they saw him. So he is standing, and he is the one in charge and ensuring everybody is getting their due right. He's not cheating anybody, and he's not going to be cheated. He's very just because he's doing the things according to the commandment of Allah Azza wa Jal. So فَعَرَفَهُمْ وَهُمْ لَهُ مُنْكِرُونَ. As soon as they walked in, 10 of them, he recognized them, but they did not recognize him. Because they left him, he was a young boy, 7, 8, 9 years old, 10 years old, God knows. But now, years passed, 7, 8 years, 7 years passed when he was in the house of the Aziz, and 7 years in prison. And now 7 other years have passed because they have planted. So that's at least minimum, there's 21 years that have passed. So he's aged, he's like 21, 31 years old, anywhere between those two ages. And now they walked in, they knew him as a kid, but they didn't recognize him at that age. But he recognized them, subhanallah. He knew who they were. فَعَرَفَهُمْ وَهُمْ لَهُ مُنْكِرُونَ. But they did not recognize him. وَلَمَّا جَهَّزَهُمْ بِجَهَازِهِمْ قَالَ أَتُونِي بِأَخٍ لَكُمْ مِنْ أَبِيكُمْ. When he gave them their due right, what they deserve in terms of food, and he gave them and he treated them correctly, he told them, next time you need to bring me with you your brother from your father. Because when they're coming and they're applying and they're filling out the application for what they want, they said, we want the food enough. We are this many people. We have the father, the mother, and then we have the brothers. He says, next time you come here and you want food, you need to bring with you that other brother that you're claiming because you want food for that person. I'm not going to give you food for that person unless that person is present. I'm not going to just believe you. Everybody can come and claim they have 12 brothers, and then 3 people come in. We need food for 12 people. Every person who comes, I want to see them physically. ألا ترون أني أوفي الكيل? Can't you see that I fulfill the weight, the scale, and I give you, I don't cheat you. You want this, I'm going to give you exactly what you deserve. وأنا خير المنزلين, and I am the best of the hosts. When people came to Egypt to get their food, he didn't just sit down and say, give me your food, your money, take your food, and then leave. No, when they came, he built, like you call it, maybe a tent city or whatever, and in each tent he would put 2 people in it. And he built, and he would give them food, he would honor them. They're his guests. That's the quality of the trade that Yusuf alayhi salam has made. He's not after just profit, he's doing the things, and it basically, subhanAllah, think about it. You want to do business and you want repeat customers. He is doing exactly that. He's treating his customer to the best of the way you treat a customer. And he's a muhsin, he's a good doer. He knows that these people are traveling, coming from distance, not just his brothers, anybody. So he would give them a place to stay, to rest, to eat. And then once they're done, they got their food, then they can go back and take that journey again. فَإِن لَمْ تَأْتُونِي بِهِ فَلَا كَيْلَ لَكُمْ عِنْدِي وَلَا تَقْرَبُونَ. If you don't bring me your other brother next time, none of you is going to get food. I'm not going to give any one of you. I'm not going to give any one of you a container of food or whatever it is. And don't even approach me. Don't come to me. I'm not going to talk to you. I want you to come with your brother next time. That was what he told them. قالوا سنراود عنه أباه وإنا لفاعلون. They said, we're going to go and we're going to argue and try to convince his father, and we are going to do this. They guaranteed to him that we will do that next time. But then Yusuf alayhi salam, he wants them to come back, and he wants his brother to come back. So there's different tafsir. Some people say, they went, and then after 1 year, the next year he wanted food and they came back. But I don't believe so according to what we're going to read now. So Yusuf alayhi salam wants them to go there, and he wants them to come back immediately back to Egypt with their brother. So he has that plan. How can he make them come back? That's the plans that he devised. So what he said, وَقَالَ لِفَتْيَانِهِ اجْعَلُوا بِطَاعَتَهُمْ فِي رِحَالِهِمْ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَعْرِفُونَهَا. And he told his fityan, meaning his employees, the people working for him, the kids working for him, put back their merchandise and hide them within their, they put all this food, and within the food hide the merchandise that they came, try to buy this food with. So they came to you with $100 in merchandise, put that merchandise within the food and hide it. Let them take it back. Why? لَعَلَّهُمْ يَعْرِفُونَها. Maybe when they go back, they will see it and they will recognize it. إِذَا انْقَلَبُوا إِلَى أَهْلِهِمْ. When they go back to their family, لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْجِعُونَ. Maybe they will come back. He knows they are the children of Yaqub alayhi salam. He knows that these children of Yaqub alayhi salam, when they see their money is back, and now they got food for free, Yaqub is going to force them to come back to pay for that food, because that's stealing. So subhanallah, if they go back, he wants them to come back. So then, فَلَمَّا رَجَعُوا إِلَى أَبِيهِمْ. When they went back to their father, قَالُوا يَا أَبَانَا مُنِعَ مِنَّا الْكَيْلِ فَأَرْسِلْ مَعْنَا أَخَانَا نَكْتَلْ وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ. O our father, we were not, one of the kayl, one of the, the portion was prevented from us. So send with us our brother, we will get even more food, and وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ, and we will take care of him, we will guard him. Now he is worried because that brother is still young. He doesn't trust them with him. No matter how old he is, 18, 20 years old, he still doesn't trust them with that brother. قال هل آمنكم عليه إلا كما أمنتكم على أخيه من قبل. Says, do I trust you with him just like I trusted you with his brother before? فالله خير حافظا وهو أرحم الراحمين. Allah is the best of protector and He is the most merciful. So I don't really trust you with Him. وَلَمَّا فَتَحُوا مَتَاعَهُمْ. Now when they opened their merchandise or their the containers of the food that they got, وَجَدُوا بِضَاعَتَهُمْ رُدَّتْ إِلَيْهِمْ. They saw that their merchandise has been returned to them. قالوا يا أبانا. They said, oh our father, ما نبغي. We didn't intend this. We didn't do this. هذه بضاعتنا ردت إلينا. This is our merchandise. It's been returned to us. And if we go back and give them back this merchandise, وَنَمِيرُ أَهْلَنَا. We're going to نَمِيرُ أَهْلَنَا here. نَمِيرُ أَهْلَنَا أي نجلب لهم طعام. We're going to bring more food to our family. وَنَزْدَادُ كَيْدَ بَعِيرٍ. And we will earn the enough food of one additional horse or donkey. ذَلِكَ كَيْلٌ يَسِيرٌ. That's a lot of food we can gain if we go back and get that food, and we're going to give him back the money. And maybe he will give us more food. We'll go back, he will give us more food. So then the father told them, قال لن أرسله معكم حتى تؤتوني موثقا من الله ومن قبل ما فرطتم في يوسف لا تأتوني موثقا من الله حتى تؤتوني موثقا من الله لتأتونني به إلا أن يحاط بكم. He says, I will not send him with you unless you give me a covenant with Allah Azza wa Jal that you will bring him back to me. You're not gonna, not watch him. He's not gonna, nothing's gonna happen to him. إلا أن يحاط بكم. Unless something comes over you that you couldn't, do anything. But I want you in front of Allah Azza wa Jal to bear witness that you will do the best, that you're gonna bring him back to me. But he knows that everything in the hands of Allah Azza wa Jal. They could do the best, but Allah Azza wa Jal could have willed that something bad will happen to him and he's not going to come back with them. That's what he says. إِلَّا يُحَاطَ بِكُمْ. Unless there's something that happens that you could not, that encompassed you, that you could not do anything. فَلَمَّا أَتَوْهُ مَوْثِقَهُمْ. When they came and gave him their covenant and they swore by Allah that they will protect their brothers, قَالَ اللَّهُ عَلَى مَا نَقُولُ وَكِيلٌ. He says, Allah is sufficient to take care of the affair of what we are saying. So we rely on Allah completely, and I'm going to send him with you, but I'm going to rely on Allah Azza wa Jal. But then here he told them something, Yaqub alayhi salam. وَقَالَ يَا بَنِي. And he says, oh my children, لا تدخلوا من باب واحد وادخلوا من أبواب متفرقة. Oh my children, when you go to Egypt, you're 11 brothers. I don't want you to enter from one door. People will see you coming in with 11 horses or 11 donkeys, and then you're gonna go and bring food of 11 donkeys with you back. I don't want you to enter from one door. Enter from different doors. وَمَا أُغْنِي عَنْكُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ شَيْءٍ. But all of this is not going to help you from Allah a bit. If Allah willed anything is going to happen, everything is going to happen. إِنَّ الْحُكْمُ إِلَّا لِلَّهِ. Indeed, the complete order, the complete affair belongs to Allah Azza wa Jal. عَلَيْهِ تَوَكَّلْتُ. Unto Him I rely. وَعَلَيْهِ فَلْيَتَوَكَّلِ الْمُتَوَكِّلُونَ. And unto Allah Azza wa Jal everybody should rely. So here, Yaqub alayhi salam want them. This was, subhanAllah, Allah Azza wa Jal teaches us in the Quran, if anything is going to happen to you, it's already been determined, willed. Whether you go the 100 brothers together or different, doors, however it is, if something is going to happen, something is going to happen. But subhanAllah, that was what Yaqub wanted. He felt safer this way. That's what he decided they do, and they did. وَلَمَّا دَخَلُوا مِنْ حَيْثُ أَمَرَهُمْ أَبُوهُم. When they all entered according to the command of their fathers. So their father says, those three enter from here. Those three, so they followed exactly and obeyed their father. ما كان, here Allah Azza wa Jalla now is saying, ما كان يغني عنهم من الله من شيء. Nothing was going to protect them from Allah a bit, what they have done. So whatever Allah willed is going to happen. إلا حاجة في نفس يعقوب قضاء. Except this was something that Yaqub himself wanted them to do, so he let them do it. So here Allah Azza wa Jal is emphasizing and teaching us that the fact that they didn't enter from one door and they entered from different doors has no meaning. But that's what Yaqub wanted. وَإِنَّهُ لَذُو عِلْمٍ لِمَا عَلَّمْنَهُ. But indeed, Yaqub has knowledge from Allah that Allah has taught him. So Yaqub alayhi salam is guided by Allah. Allah told him, let them enter from those doors, so he asked them to enter from those doors because that was, he felt this is the knowledge that he was given. وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. But indeed, most people are not aware, do not know. But this is a knowledge that came to him from Allah. وَلَمَّا دَخَلُوا عَلَى يُوسُف. When they enter now and they came and presented themselves in front of Yusuf alayhi salam, آوَى إِلَيْهِ أَخَاهُ. So they were 11 people, and he was two in each tent. So now there's one of them odd. He picked his brother, the one from his mother, and he told him, you stay in my tent, or in my chamber, or in my house. So he invited him to his house, and he spent the night with Yusuf in his house. And his brothers, every two, had their own chambers or their own house to stay in. آوى إليه أخاه. He has his brother as a guest in his house. قال إني أنا أخوك. And he told him, he says, I am your brother. And he told him the story, he told him who he is, and he is his brother. فلا تبتئس بما كانوا يعملون. Do not feel saddened with what they have done. I'm just telling you, and I have a plan. So then he revealed his secret to his brother, and now his brother is aware, but his brother is not going to tell the other brothers what he knows. So now here Yusuf alayhi salam ordered his men to go and give them the food and put the food in the according to the way they're supposed to to give them the food. فلما جهزهم بجهازهم جعل السقاية في رحل أخيه. When he gave them all their food, he took the cup of the king. Siqaya, the thing that you drink. It was like a golden or whatever it is. The cup of the king. And he put it in the place where he put the food in his brother's merchandise. He put that with the food on his brother's donkey, for example. في رحل أخيه ثم أذن مؤذن. And as soon as they did that, one of the workers made a call out loud, أيتها العير إنكم لسارقون. O people in this room, you are thieves. Somebody stole the cup of the king. So then here, قالوا وأقبلوا عليهم ماذا تفقدون. They came to him. He says, what are you missing? We didn't steal anything. قالوا نفقد صواع الملك ولمن جاء به حمل بعير وأنا به زعيم. They said, we noticed that the cup of the king has been mislocated, and it is somebody who came with the ba'ir, with that horse to take this food, and I am in charge of this cup. So where is that cup? Who took it? One of you took it. قالوا تالله لقد علمتم ما جئنا لنفسد في الأرض. Said, by Allah Azza wa Jalla, you knew that we did not come here to do any mischief on earth. We didn't come to steal. They're coming returning their merchandise that was given back to them. So they want to also buy more merchandise. وما كنا سارقين. And we are not thieves. We're not here to steal. قالوا فما جزاؤه إن كنتم كاذبين. So here Yusuf alayhi salam, there's the law of Yaqub and there's the law of the king. So according to the law of the king, if somebody steals, there has a punishment. They will put them in prison. They will maybe torture them. They will do something to that person who steals. But he knew the law of Yaqub. He knew the law of his father for the people who steal. So he didn't want to accuse his brother, and he has a plan. He wants to keep his brother with him. And he knows, according to the sunnah and the law of Yaqub, if someone steals from somebody, the judge will order that someone to become a slave over the person that they stole from. So he himself become the reward. So, and Yusuf alayhi salam knew that, and he doesn't want something bad to happen to his brother. He just wants to keep his brother with them, and that's the whole plan why he made this whole thing to them. And this is, subhanallah, from the knowledge of Allah Azza wa Jal. قالوا جزاؤه من وجد في رحله فهو جزاؤه. The punishment for the one that you realize that he has stole, that you will find the thing in his cubby, he himself will be the reward of stealing. So he stole, he become yours. كذلك نجزي الظالمين. This is how we reward and we punish the ظالمين, the wrongdoers. So that's, now he asked them, what is your religion? How do you punish the thieves? I'm going to punish you because I'm a just king. I'm going to punish you according to your laws. And he knew the laws without even having to ask them. So what did he do? فبدأ بأوعيتهم قبل وعاء أخيه. He started with their pockets of things where they put the stuff before he went to his brother's container. ثم استخرج من وعاء أخيه, and then he took it from the container of his brother. كذلك كدنا ليوسف. Here Allah Azza wa Jal, this is how we have made Yusuf now feel like he made them feel ashamed with something that they have done. ما كان ليأخذ أخاه في دين الملك. And here Allah Azza wa Jal is telling us, he was not going to take his brother and punish his brother according to the religion of the king or the way of life. Allah Azza wa Jal used the word deen. Deen here, religion. But also when you have a way of life, when you have laws, those laws become your religion. So he does not want to punish his brother according to the religion or the way of life or the law of the land of the king, إلا أن يشاء الله, except whatever Allah Azza wa Jal has willed. So here Allah Azza wa Jal says, نرفع درجات من نشاء. Allah raises levels whomever He pleases. وفوق كل ذي علم عليم. And above every knowledgeable person, there is Alim, the most knowledgeable, Allah Azza wa Jal. So here, as soon as he recognized, and they've already committed that their brother's going to be taken by Yusuf alayhi salam. So he went and he took his brother, and now his brother become his slave. And now they're in a dilemma. They promised their father they're going to return the brother back to him. But then, within themselves, and probably within their language, and Yusuf can understand it, قالوا إن يسرق فقد سرق أخ له من قبل. He says, if he steals, his brother before stole also. So they accused Yusuf alayhi salam that when he was a kid, that he stole. And Yusuf alayhi salam never stole. But that's something that, they've always accused Yusuf about that. And Yusuf, when he was a kid, he never liked this, right? And now they said it and he heard it. Yusuf alayhi salam now hearing his brother saying, accusing him as a thief, and they still don't know that this is Yusuf alayhi salam standing in front of them. فأسرها يوسف في نفسه. And Yusuf kept it a secret inside of him. ولم يبدها لهم. He didn't show any anger or anything for what they have done. That they're still talking ill about him after everything that they have done to him. قال أنتم شر مكانا. So then he told them, you are evil people. والله أعلم ما تصفون. Allah knows best what you are trying to say, what you are trying to explain, what you are accusing, what you're saying. He says, you are evil people anyway. So he just, now whether he said this publicly or in his heart, والله أعلم, Allah knows best. قالوا يا أيها العزيز. Now here they're coming to the begging start, and the humiliation started to happen to them. He doesn't want to reveal himself as Al-Aziz, as Yusuf. And on the first trip they came to him and suddenly they saw him and then he forgave them and now everything is fine, but they didn't go endure the punishment of what they have done. So he's putting them through some kind of a punishment, so they feel sorry. When they feel sorry, they ask Allah's forgiveness. The shaitan goes away, then he wants them to come back to him. He wants to ensure that the shaitan is going to go, and we will see how Allah Azza wa Jal explained that to us. قالوا يا أيها العزيز. Now they're speaking to him and they're calling him, O you, the Aziz, the glorious one, O glorious one. إن له أبا شيخا كبيرا. He has a father old in age, and shaykh, he is very, very old in age. فخذ أحدنا مكانه. Take any one of us, but don't take him. Let him go back. Just take any one of us. His father will be okay, but for him, his father is not going to be okay. إنا نراك من المحسنين. After everything he's doing to them, what do they call him? We see you a muhsin, a good doer. Because he was a muhsin. He gave them the best treatment. He let them stay in the best places, sleep, rest. He's given them the food that they deserve. He's given them more than what they deserve, right? And then they say, you are a muhsin. Just don't do that. we know you're a muhsin. This is going to kill his father. He has a very old father. قال معاذ الله. He says, by Allah, Allah will not allow this to happen. And معاذ Allah, there is no way I'm going to take أن نأخذ إلا من وجدنا متاعنا عنده. We're not going to take anyone except the one that we found our belonging with him. But if we do otherwise, إنا إذا لظالمون, then we are wrongdoers. I am a muhsin. I'm not a wrongdoer. I'm not going to go because you're begging me to take someone else. He's the thief. He needs to pay. So then, فَلَمَّا اسْتَيْأَسُوا مِنْهُ خَلَصُوا نَجِيًّا. When they felt that there is no way, that's it, they cannot argue with him enough anymore, خَلَصُوا نَجِيًّا. With two words, Allah Azza wa Jal explained to us what خَلَصُوا نَجِيًّا. خَلَصُوا نَجِيًّا meaning they went to a place where there's maybe like a rock, think about it, or a place where somebody can stand up and start to speak. So they went to go and argue and negotiate among themselves. So one of them will go stand and give his point of view, come down. The other one stand up, give his point of view, then come down. So they kept, doing consultation between each other for a while, trying to figure out what solution, what should we do? Should we leave him and go back to his father? That's going to kill his father. What are we going to do? خلصوا نجية. قال كبيرهم, then their elder, the eldest one among them, قال كبيرهم ألم تعلموا أن أباكم قد أخذ عليكم موثقا من الله ومن قبل ما فرطتم في يوسف. Don't you know that your father has taken a covenant on you, and before he has taken a covenant on you, even though you have did what you did with Yusuf عليه السلام, فلن أبرح الأرض حتى يأذن لي أبي. I will never leave this land. I'm staying here in Egypt until my father give me the permission to come back. I'm not leaving. أو يحكم الله لي, or Allah send his commandment on me. I die or something happens to me, it's the will of Allah Azza wa Jal. وهو خير الحاكمين, and Allah is the best of hakimin, the best of judges. ارجعوا إلى أبيكم, go back to your father. فقولوا, and tell him, يا أبانا إن ابنك سرق وما شهدنا إلا بما علمنا. Indeed, your son, the one that you send him with us, he has stolen. He's a thief. He stole. And we only witnessed what we saw. We didn't invent any of this. وَمَا كُنَّا لِلْغَيْبِ حَافِظِينَ. And there's no way we knew the unseen before. When we told you we were going to protect him, we did everything we can to protect him, but he stole. That's something beyond our ability to control, to save him. وَاسْأَلِ الْقَرْيَةَ الَّتِي كُنَّا فِيهَا. And ask the town where we were. Go ask in Egypt and they will tell you that we're not lying to you. فيها والعير التي أقبلنا فيها. And the caravan that we came with, because go back, now that's what their brother is telling them to tell their father. And the caravan that you're coming with, because everybody witnessed what happened. وَإِنَّا لَصَادِقُونَ. And indeed we are truthful. Notice here, when they went to their father the first time, and they have brought this fake blood, when they pretended that Yusuf alayhi salam is dead, when they went back to their father, they said, and وَلَوْ كُنَّا صَادِقِينَ, that even if we were truthful, they were lying and they didn't know how to lie. Here, they're not lying, they're telling their father the truth. They say, and we indeed are truthful. Before they said, even if we were truthful at the beginning of the surah. So then their father, when they went, they obeyed their brother and they did exactly what their brother told them. They went back to their father. Now their 9 people went back to their father. The young brother is there. Their oldest brother is there. Yusuf is still in Egypt. And now these other 9 people went back to Yaqub alayhi salam. قَالَ بَلْ سَوَّلَتْ لَكُمْ أَنفُسُكُمْ أَمْرًا. He says, woe to you what your souls have done to you. What they have done. فَصَبْرٌ جَمِيلٌ. Beautiful patience. I'm just going to be patient. عَسَى اللَّهُ أَن يَأْتِيَنِ بِهِمْ جَمِيعًا. Maybe Allah will bring all my children back to me. He has still not given up on Yusuf alayhi salam. He still remembers the dream. He knows something is going to happen. He doesn't know what it is. But he's still deep down inside. He does not believe Yusuf is killed. He does not believe he knows that they've done something to Yusuf, but he doesn't know what it is. إنه علي عسى الله يأتيني بهم. Maybe Allah will bring them all back to me. إنه هو العليم الحكيم. Indeed, Allah is the all-knowing, He's the all-wise. So we can continue till 9, or we can stop here and finish the story next time. How would you like to do?
We can finish it.
You want to finish it? Is he okay?
That's fine.
Okay, inshallah. وَتَوَلَّى عَنْهُمْ. So then his father turned away and he went set aside. عَنْهُمْ وَقَالَ يَا أَسَفَ عَلَى يُوسُف. And he started feeling sorrow about Yusuf. You know, after everything that's done, his brother, his other son now is in prison, and he's like, whoa, what happened? Where is Yusuf? I missed Yusuf. وَبْيَضَّتْ عَيْنَاهُ مِنَ الْحُزْنِ فَهُوَ كَظِيمٌ. Then his eyes became white out of sadness, and فَهُوَ كَظِيمٌ. And he kept this anger and this sadness inside of him. He kept the sadness so much inside of him. He cried and cried and cried so much that his eyes turned white and he became blinded. He can't see anymore. Now the father. قالوا تالله تفتأ تذكر يوسف حتى تكون حرضا أو تكون من الهالكين. They say you will continue to remember Yusuf. How many years have been passed? You're gonna die. You become, something bad is gonna happen to you, or you're gonna die. Stop, forget about Yusuf. Yusuf is dead. He's gone. قال إنما أشكو بثي وحزني إلى الله. He says, indeed, I'm only I'm reaching out to Allah Azza wa Jal and telling him about my sadness and what is happening to me. وأعلم من الله ما لا تعلمون. And I know things about Allah that you guys don't know. I know what I'm doing. I'm asking Allah Azza wa Jal, but He's being patient. He still has this sadness about his son, but he's still patient and he's still asking Allah. He said, this is your command, this is your will of Allah, oh Allah Azza wa Jal. I accept it and I take it. Then he came to them and he says, go back. So again, I don't believe this is happening, like 1 year and 1 year and 1 year. It's still within the same year. They're just going back and forth between Egypt and Palestine. يا بني اذهبوا فتحسسوا من يوسف وأخيه. Oh my children, go back and seek and try to find out what you can find out about Yusuf and his brother. Go back and stay there and ask and inquire about Yusuf and his brother. He's a prophet. He knows what he's telling them to do. Go and seek and ask about that. So even though they know that this Aziz told them, I'm not going to give him back to you. He says, go and inquire about Yusuf and his brother. He didn't just say the brother, he said the both. وَلَا تَيْأَسُوا مِنْ رَوْحِ اللَّهِ. And do not feel sorrow or feel impatient about what Allah Azza wa Jal is putting us through this test. Be patient. Don't give yes. Don't give up. Always be patient. And then seek the help and support of Allah Azza wa Jal. إِنَّهُ لَا يَأْسُ مِنْ رَوْحِ اللَّهِ إِلَّا الْقَوْمُ الْكَافِرُونَ. Those who give up with and give in unto the command and the ruling of Allah Azza wa Jal are the people who are disbelievers. So trust Allah Azza wa Jal, be patient and inquire and see what's going to happen. So when he sent them, what did he say? He says, go and investigate about Yusuf and his brother. That's not what they did. As soon as they went back to Egypt, they came to the Aziz, to Yusuf alayhi salam. فَلَمَّا دَخَلُوا عَلَيْهِ. When they entered and saw the Yusuf alayhi salam, قالوا يا أيها العزيز, O you glorious one, مسنا وأهلنا الضر. Calamities has touched us and touched our family. وجئنا ببضاعة مزجاة. Now we're coming to you with spoiled merchandise. Because he didn't give them food on the way back. He sent them back. He said, no food for you. And he sent them back. Now we're coming back with this merchandise. We need our food. مزجاة فأوفي لنا الكيل وتصدق علينا. Now what they're asking, they're not asking about their brother. They're not asking about Yusuf alayhi salam. They're still seeking food. They want the food. وتصدق علينا. And give us charity. Help us. We are in need. إن الله يجزي المتصدقين. Allah reward those who give charity. So then when Yusuf alayhi salam realized that how his brothers have reached the bottom, he knows that some bad ill thing happened to his father. So he realized now he needs, this is the best time where he's going to fix the reconciliation between them and destroy the shaitan. So things will come and then they will get back together. So then he asked them a question. قال هل علمتم ما فعلتم بيوسف وأخيه إذ أنتم جاهلون. He says, do you know? Now they never mentioned Yusuf before to him. But then he says, do you know what you have done to Yusuf and his brother, O you ignorant ones? So then قالوا أئنك لأنت يوسف. Are you Yusuf? قال أنا يوسف. He says, yes, I am Yusuf. وهذا أخي, and this is my brother. قد من الله علينا. Allah has favored us. إنه من يتقي ويصبر. Indeed, the one who has taqwa and has patience, فإن الله لا يضيع أجر المحسنين. Indeed, Allah does not let go. Allah will reward and give reward to those who are good doers, the muhsineen. So Allah made us muhsineen. Allah has showed us to be muhsineen, and Allah will not let go. And Allah has rewarded us. And look where I'm at, because I was a good doer and I was patient and I was a patient, and look where I'm at. So this is all from Allah Azza wa Jal. قالوا تالله لقد آثرك الله علينا وإن كنا لخاطئين. He says, indeed, Allah has favored you over us, and indeed, even if we were wrongdoers. So here again, even if we were, like they haven't really admitted that they have done wrong. Even if we were wrongdoers. So there's still this tension still there. قال لا تثريب عليكم اليوم. He says, no harm, forget, I forgive you, there's nothing between me and you anymore. يوم يغفر الله لكم. Allah will forgive you. I don't need to forgive you, it's Allah who will forgive. وهو أرحم الراحمين. And indeed, Allah is the most forgiving, He is the most merciful and most forgiving, most merciful. اذهبوا بقميصي هذا. So then he had this shirt, and there's a lot of myths that you will hear, or maybe you will read on the internet about this shirt. So he said, take this shirt that I have, and when you go, throw it at the face of your father. And when you throw it at the face of your father, he will become what? He can see again. اذهبوا بقميصي هذا. Take my shirt, فألقوه على وجه أبي. Throw it on the face of over the face of my father. يأتي بصيرا. He can see again. وأتوني بأهلكم أجمعين. And bring me all your family. I want my mother, I want my father, I want you all to come back and settle with me here in Egypt and live the life of kings. So then, وَلَمَّا فَصَلَتْ الْعِيرُ. And when the caravan started to move from Egypt toward Palestine, the caravan started the movement, subhanallah, قال أبوهم, Yaqub alayhi salam felt something in him. So he said, إني لأجد ريح يوسف. I can smell the sense of Yusuf alayhi salam. They're still in Egypt. They're still moving. Yusuf is not with them. And they're coming toward their father, and he told everybody around him in town, his family, I smell the sense of Yusuf. لولا أن تفندون. Where is he? Where is he? I want to see him. قالوا تالله إنك لفي ضلالك القديم. So indeed, you are still in your old, loss. Where are you? Yusuf is gone. Stop thinking about Yusuf alayhi salam. فلما أن جاء البشير. The one with the glad tidings came to him. ألقاه على وجهه. He threw the shirt onto his face, and he told him, this is from Yusuf alayhi salam. فارتد بصيرة. He can see again. And then he told them, قال ألم أقل لكم إني أعلم من الله ما لا تعلمون. Didn't I tell you that I know from Allah things that you know not? قالوا يا أبانا استغفر لنا. He said, oh our father, forgive us. Ask Allah's forgiveness for us. استغفر لنا ذنوبنا. Forgive our sins. إنا كنا خاطئين. Now here indeed they admitted they're wrong. Before, when they told Yusuf, even if we were wrong, now here in front of their father, they broke down and they realized that they were wrong, what they have done. So what their father Yaqub alayhi salam, immediately, he didn't say, I'm gonna, okay, oh Allah forgive them. He didn't say. He says, قال سوف أستغفر لكم ربي. I will ask Allah forgiveness for you. I'm not ready to ask him right now, but I will ask him for forgiveness for you at a later time. إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. Indeed, Allah is the most forgiving and He is the most merciful. So now they come back and their father can see, and now they want to do exactly what Yusuf told them to do. They packed everything, they took their father, they took their mother, and they're coming all together, and they went to Egypt to go and see Yusuf alayhi salam. فلما دخلوا على يوسف, when they entered and they saw Yusuf, آوى إليه أبويه. He let his mom and father, his mother and father, stayed with him in his chamber. So he gave him the best place to stay in all of Egypt. آبى إليه وقال ادخلوا مصر إن شاء الله آمنين. He says, enter Egypt with the will of Allah Azza wa Jal, feeling peace, aminin, with peace. You are the family of the Aziz. You can roam the land however you want, and inshallah you will feel at peace in this land. So then the next day he went and he's sitting on his throne, the throne of the Aziz. And when people come and walk to that throne of the Aziz, what do? They prostrate down to him. They go down, they bow down to him, to the Aziz. That's the custom then at the time of Egypt. So he wants his parents to come and visit him in his office. That's his office, right? وَرَفَعَ أَبَوَيْهِ عَلَى الْعَرْشِ وَخَرُّوا لَهُ سُجَّدًا. When he invited his family to where he was, everybody bowed down to him. So what happened? His father, his mother, and his 11 brothers went bowing down to him. And he said, وَقَالَ يَا أَبَتِ, he said, oh my beloved father, هَذَا تَأْوِيلُ رُؤْيَاي, this is the explanation of my dream. The one that I saw a long time ago, 30 years ago, 20 whatever years ago. قَدْ جَعَلَهَا رَبِّي حَقًّا, indeed my Lord has made it true. And that's the explanation of that dream. وَقَدْ أَحْسَنَ بِي إِذْ أَخْرَجَنِي مِنَ السَّجْنِ. And Allah Azza wa Jal, see here, Yusuf alayhi salam is not saying, oh see, I was tortured and I was put in prison, and he's talking negatively. He's looking at everything in a positive view, subhanallah, in a positive eye. He says, Allah Azza wa Jal has favored me by taking me out of prison. He is not complaining that at one point I was put in prison for 7 years. He said, Allah has favored me by taking me out of prison. وَأَخْرَجَنِي وَجَاءَ بِكُم مِّنَ الْبَدْوِ, and He brought you all the way from the desert, from the Badu. مِن بَعْدِ أَن نَزَغَ الشَّيْطَانُ بَيْنِي وَبَيْنَ أُخْوَتِي. After Allah Azza wa Jal has kicked out the shaitan between me and between my brothers. إِنَّ رَبِّي لَطِيفٌ لِمَا يَشَاءُ. Indeed, Allah is very gentle and tender لِمَا يَشَاءُ, to whomever He wills. إِنَّهُ هُوَ الْعَلِيمُ الْحَكِيمُ. Indeed, He is the one who knows everything. He is the one who is the all-wise. And then later here there is the dua of Yusuf alayhi salam and the conclusion of these few ayats. It's 9 o'clock. Should we go through them? Or we will continue that next time? I think we should continue next time. We just because of the kids, inshallah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun al mursaleen walhamdulillah rabbil alamin. I mean, the story, subhanallah, you see the patience and then the reliance onto Allah Azza wa Jal. You think you are in the worst situation, but you don't know what Allah Azza wa Jal has prepared for you moving forward. So always do right, be a muhsin, be a good doer. Know that the end, Allah Azza wa Jal is preparing for you the best, subhanallah. And may Allah, inshallah, make us among the muhsineen, make us among the patient, and let us learn from Yusuf and the quality of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam.